I think
we were concerned with the picture. We were concerned with the picture and him in the tunnel. Okay? And then that was a nice little gotcha. Okay? Tom Brady, is he coming back to the Patriots? Are they going to give him $30 million? How does that whole narrative kind of factor in? The Patriots are in the AFC, Drew, with this whole Chiefs coronation and possible new dynasty.
I'm scared of the Chiefs. I'm not as good as the Chiefs are. I'm not scared of them. That game.
People are talking about Patrick Mahomes being the GOAT. They're saying this could be.
Well, he's got to get 6. He's got to get.
Just let me know. I need to know.
I don't know. He's got to get 6 more to be the best, or he could tie the best.
Okay.
Fine. I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's disgusting. Also, he could get a knockout. He could get an injury because he's the old quarterback. He already got banged up this year. It's not about that. It's about the Patriot way. We got another shot at it, maybe 2. You bring Tom back.
Mm-hmm.
You supply him with some weapons, which they easily could do.
Indeed.
And that's all. That's it. Until then, maybe you draft a quarterback and you groom him for 2 years.
Under Brady.
You let him, just like Jimmy G.
Indeed.
All you need is 2 years under him. I don't know if Stidham can do that. I don't know if he's the man. But guess what? They have a plethora of draft picks.
They
Go
do.
out and try another one. Or if you think Stidham's the boy, keep on grooming him. I don't know. But regardless, Stidham's time isn't now either way. It's Tom's time. He's going to come back. We're going to have another shot at it. And I saw them open up at 12-1 odds. And they've already gone down to 8-1.
Okay.
So people are buying in on the path.
Be even money by the start of the season.
Be even money by the start of the season. Zach and Drew, I got to ask you, if that's the Patriots playing the Chiefs and they're up 20-10 in the AFC Championship game and Tom Brady's under center, do the Patriots lose that game?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so what they're saying is they're nice people. They don't want to bury Kyle Shanahan like some other people, myself included, want to do. They're being nice. What they're saying, if there was a well-coached team up 20-10, Patrick Mahomes throws 2 interceptions, and that team happened to have Patriots on their logo, you're saying they're going home.
Kyle ain't no Bill. He just ain't.
He's a good coach, but he doesn't.
He did what he had to
Belichick's
do.
going to do exactly what he has to do to kill the game out.
That's just not a Bill Belichick.
Pat, any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on that, Pat? You know, if the Patriots are up 20-10 with 7 minutes to go, do they get the W or do the Chiefs come back?
They can't blow that.
Not the Pat.
Up 10, Bill doesn't blow it.
Okay.
Bill doesn't blow it.
Indeed, that's how I feel, and I feel like so I'm certainly in agreement. Now, again, back to the Patriots. So you're saying, and this is how I feel, that this Chiefs, because people are crowning the Chiefs. All of a sudden, they're the new wave right now. That's what people are saying. All this explosiveness.
Football. Any given.
They were in the new wave when they got worked in the AFC Championship last year.
Oh yeah,
they're supposed to be the new wave. They're supposed to be the new wave last year, and we were dogs going in there. We were dogs against the Chargers. That's last year. It's over with. But I mean, any given Sunday. Look what the Titans did to Baltimore. Did anyone think they were going to do that to the Pats in Baltimore?
I don't think so.
It worked us. But I mean, any given Sunday, anyone can win. I'm
more worried about Kansas City than Baltimore down the road. Honestly, if Baltimore as good as they were and as good as Lamar is and whatever, I don't believe that in the playoffs. All that silly nonsense. If you can't, they can't throw the ball. I'm sorry. He
struggles.
A gifted year. But if you can't really dish the rock down the field, and he showed against Tennessee that that's not their game. You can stop the run enough to limit a team like that.
I'm not worried about. Are you comparing the Ravens to the Houston Rockets, Drew? Is that what you're doing? Are you saying they're all regular?
By the Rockets at all? I think the Rockets stink as well. Unrelated.
So you go because James Harden's been up for 2 of the last 3. He's been in the running for the last 3 MVPs. He's won 1. Some people say he should have won 2. So Lamar Jackson wins the MVP. During the regular season, but they don't get out of the first round basically after the bye. So you're saying the Ravens are kind of like the Rockets? Is that what you're saying, Drew?
I'm not saying that, but
that's not what you're saying.
You're saying it, but I don't disagree with you.
Okay, so you don't disagree, but you're not saying that.
Because regular season, it don't mean shit.
It's kind of true, and they did kind of get manhandled.
Because the Rockets are the same thing. The Rockets, that's a great comparison by you, because the Rockets are the Ravens of the NBA. They do all this
in the regular season.
Just mark my words right now. The Rockets will not be in the Western Conference Finals. They might not even sniff the round before that.
So you said they might not even make the divisional round.
No.
All these guarding, because Harden's averaging like 35 plus, and they're putting up big numbers. But you're saying
around him and Westbrook do not coalesce.
So in money time, they fugazi. That's what you're saying.
They're not. Really.
I gotta talk to Donnie Brasco. They fugazi.
I took the Hornets spread in everything today. In everything, because the Rockets are given 14 point spread Yeah, right.
So
Talking stink.
And so back to football. In terms of the Ravens, in terms of this hierarchy, what you're saying is that Tom Brady comes back because also, and guys,
Pats, Chiefs, Ravens. That's how it goes.
Okay, so the Ravens are 3.
In Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
In Super Bowl standing, not regular season.
No, the regular season. That's for sure.
Who has the best shot to get it done?
I think the Chiefs have to be top dog going into next year. I think it's gonna be Pats, Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
Okay.
That's right.
And it all depends on home field. If you're coming to Gillette, that's a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
But we've proven that we can go to Arrowhead and win.
Proven that, and the Patriots did give him that was a good game in Gillette.
But you got hosed.
There was some officiating this year, and of course Tom Brady allegedly and probably in fact didn't have very many weapons.
But even so,
at the start he did, and he all just fizzled out.
And the Patriots win that game against the Chiefs, or they win that game against Miami to get that first round bye. Who's to say? Pat, you have any thoughts on this? Pat, any thoughts? What's your ranking next year in terms of the AFC? Is it are the Ravens 3 or are the Ravens higher than that in your mind?
I mean, as far as the regular season goes, we're not going to win 13 games in my eyes.
Okay.
But playoffs.
Different story, and that's when the Patriots shine. That's when the Patriots shine, so not concerned. Okay, in conclusion, we're going to get back to the Super Bowl, then we got to bounce because we do have super fans in the building. Folks, you've seen on this show how Pizza One Substitute gets down in Boston at the TD Garden.
Tomorrow.
There's been numerous, so we need to do some Celtics coverage. But can the Patriots pay Tom Brady? This is in conclusion. Just remember, we got to go to some basketball. Can they get Tom Brady $30 million and still put pieces around? And that's been the reporting that Tom's going to get $30 million. Will they still be able to put the team around him so they can get back to the big dance?
What have they done in the past? They take a no-name guy out of Miami, Wes Welker, make him arguably a Hall of Famer, maybe not, but arguably.
People talking about Julian Edelman being a Hall of
Famer.
Jules.
They take players that were Rex Burkhead,
Division II,
Cincinnati.
Okay.
Take him out of Cincinnati and turn him into not an all-star, but like a huge player for them.
Indeed.
They will go out and do some things like that.
Continue, folks. Continue. Yes. We just giving. We had Pizza One. We had Pizza One. Okay, this is the View 28. We have Pizza One. We just showing you everything that's going on. Great establishment. Great establishment here. Okay, been holding the Cape Cod kid down. Best steak and cheese. All of it. We have Pizza One. We talking sports. Okay, and we're happy to be in the building. We back to center. So you're thinking, and Bill we trust is basically what you're saying. You're saying that Bill builds champions.
We can't win every year, but were we in the mix? Were we on the cusp? Yes. Will we be there next year on the cusp in the mix? Absolutely. Nothing changes. If Tom's behind center,
which it looks like he's going to be there,
Bill's going to be calling the plays.
Bill's calling the plays.
And he's signing the boys and drafting the boys.
Everyone's
I rest my case at that.
So they're going to restock the cupboard, okay?
They'll do whatever they have to do like they always do.
Like they always do.
And if there's minimal money, then they'll go out and they'll work with it that way, like they always do.
Shout out to Eric. Eric, how you doing? Shout out. He's holding it down. We want to recognize it. We want to recognize everybody. We're thankful to be here. These are the guys.
No one ever forgets.
He doesn't say it as much, but we're happy to recognize Eric as well. Pat, everyone. So the Patriots, what we have from Pizza One Substitute, the Chiefs, we're going to give it to them because they won the Super Bowl, but the Patriots are right there, okay? And then it's basically everybody else, Baltimore, Tennessee, the best of the rest, okay? I have to agree with him. I have to agree.
Dan,
how are you doing, sir?
He's in
the building. We're live, folks. We're live at Pizza One. Okay, we're filming. They're doing business. Okay, we got sports people. We got sports people. If we need to do any hockey Bruins talk, he's gonna give us. Right. He's gonna give us the understanding.
Hockey, baby.
Bruins are going back to the Stanley Cup as far as he's concerned, as far as I'm concerned.
As far as we're all concerned.
They're getting it done.
Did actually win tonight?
Yeah.
Drew, we touched on it. I'm going to let you take it away. Trade deadline's coming up. We have a Celtics super fan here. Lives it, doesn't talk it. Cape Cod kid does a lot of talking. Okay, Drew does a lot of walking. Okay, that's why we're here at Pizza One. Okay, do they need to make a deal at the deadline? And, because we have people favoring them now to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Serious reports, Jason McIntyre is what he's been saying.
I believe it.
Okay.
I always believe it.
How do you feel the Celtics, this redeemed team, if you will, how do you feel going into the second half of this year versus what happened last year?
I feel great about it.